Hello and welcome to Easter Egg Hunting, a show that dissects your favorite games looking for hidden secrets and Easter eggs. We're going to try our hardest to show you any and all Easter eggs that we can find in any game, and we'll even be throwing in a bit of trivia as well. We've now reached part 3 of our long journey through the main series Mario titles, and last time we left off we had a little bit of a dive into Super Mario 64, so let's continue with Super Mario 64, I suppose. As most people probably already know, Yoshi appears in the game upon collecting all 120 stars and blasting yourself to the top of the roof of Peach's castle. In the Nintendo DS remake of Mario 64, which allows you to play as Luigi, Wario, and Yoshi in addition to Mario, Yoshi appears at the beginning of the game on top of the castle roof, in reference to the original Nintendo 64 ending. Another bonus for completing the game with all 120 stars is a rematch with the racing penguin from Cool Cool Mountain. After not racing for so long, the penguin appears to be very fat, but is actually more difficult to defeat this time around. The new character, Mips, a rabbit found in the castle basement, is named after the Mips microprocessor inside the Nintendo 64, and actually stands for the microprocessor without interlocked pipeline stages. Mips the rabbit was used as a test dummy for early development of the game, but after growing to like him, the team kept him in the final product as a way to earn bonus stars hidden within the castle itself. Upon catching Mips, he'll also make a reference to the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland, proclaiming that he's late for a very important date. In order to save some space on the Nintendo 64 cartridge, the sound clip of Bowser laughing is actually sped up numerous times to produce the sound of the Boo's laugh. A similar technique is used in a game heavily influenced by Mario 64, Banjo-Kazooie, where certain characters' voice samples were recycled for other characters by speeding and pitching them up and down for different effects. Speaking of sounds, the theme from the endless staircase that repeats itself on the final floor of Peach's castle is actually a very clever musical trick called a shepherd's tone, in which it gives the illusion that the music is getting progressively higher and higher in pitch, but in reality is just looping, just like the endless staircase itself. When you finally conquer the staircase and can get to the final Bowser level, Bowser in the Sky, in the final section of the last stage you'll find a group of 4 pillars that feature some 8-bit styled carvings of Bowser shooting a fireball at Mario. This is thought to be a reference to their original battle on the NES, but it's also thought by some to be a premonition of the upcoming battle on the game. Lastly, the DS version of the game contains a whole host of different minigames. A throwback to The Legend of Zelda can be found when playing the minigame Loves Me, Loves Me Not. Winning this game 3 times in a row triggers the flute theme from The Legend of Zelda, which was also used in Super Mario Bros. 3 and at the title screen in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. That took far longer than it needed to. There's also a Japanese re-release that could be considered an international edition of Mario 64, and in that it includes all of the changes made to the Western version of the game. It also fixes the backwards long jump glitch and adds Rumble Pack support. This version is also notable for including a completely new Easter egg. The secret was added to the Press Start screen. Pressing the Z button fills the background with tiled images of Mario's face. This is taken from the frame buffer, so the faces move alongside the modeled Mario face. And here we go, another generation jump up into the Nintendo GameCube with Super Mario Sunshine. Super Mario Sunshine is an interesting and unique case in that the game was inherently produced to be entirely in English. It features extensive character voiceover, more so compared to any other Mario game. Strangely, the original Japanese version of the game even features some unused lines performed by Charles Martinet as Mario and Toadsworth during the opening cutscene where Shadow Mario is first spotted by Princess Peach.
I imagine you'll be spending a fair amount of time at the princess's side. Look like Mario's gonna have to find a job. Trying to start a new career at...
Despite this, the names of the locales featured in Mario Sunshine's Isle Delfino are all in Italian, likely in reference to Mario's nationality. Even Mario's racing rival, Il Piantissimo, shares this motif. Speaking of Il Piantissimo, once hacking to see the man beneath the mask is actually the Running Man from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, yet another reference to the Zelda world. Also, in that same opening cutscene, Mario encounters Flood, a machine implied to be invented by Professor Egad, who was introduced in Luigi's Mansion as the creator of the Poltergust 3000. While Flood is inspecting Mario with its scanners, a reel of footage detailing Mario's most famous games is shown in the bottom left corner of the screen, while text flows by in the opposite corner to signify each game that the footage is referencing. Super Mario Kart and Mario Kart 64 both have a misspelling of the word kart as Kurt. The stage Serena Beach holds some interesting secrets right off the bat. The very first mission of the level, the Manta Storm, is a reference from the book version of Stephen King's The Shining, in which Dick Halloran notices a ghostly manta shape floating away over the hotel. It was paper thin, like a shadow, and then broke into smaller forms before turning into smoke and drifting away. Mario fights against the shadow of a manta ray near Serena Beach Hotel and splits it into smaller pieces by spraying water at it. Once the beach is cleared of the manta's gunk, you'll also notice that the courtyard is actually decorated like a GameCube controller, with the top of it facing out to the beach. One of the Pianta janitors inside the hotel says, "All these ghosts are causing such trouble. They're everywhere. Why can't someone come along and suck them up with a vacuum?" Which is clearly a small reference to Luigi's Mansion. Another interesting thing about Piantas is that their name means plant in Italian. In the Italian version of the game, they're called palmens, a slight play on the Italian for palm trees. Most bizarrely, however, their name in the Japanese version is Monte, meaning mountain. The Pianta's odd cone shape does seem to resemble that of a mountain. Lastly, the stage Noki Bay contains a very strange Easter egg in the red coins in the bottle mission. A small rock formation at the bottom of the bottle shows a door that Mario can't enter. By glitching the camera around to see what's behind it, you'll find a small brown book that can't be collected. No one quite knows exactly what its purpose is, but since the bottle area's original background music was titled The Book in the Bottle, it's very possible the mission was originally to collect the book instead of the red coins. And with all of that out of the way, we're going to go up one step again into the world of Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy introduced a new item called Star Bits, which are based on a Japanese candy called Konpaito. The Gratitude Crystals from The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword are also based on these candies. Funnily, there's actually a formation of Star Bits hidden in the Rolling Gizmo Galaxy stage in the shape of a blue rupee from Zelda. Additionally, if you collect 9,999 Star Bits in the game, all coconuts found throughout the game are transformed into watermelons. Another treat enjoyed in Japan, especially when playing watermelon smashing games on the beach. Similar to the blue rupee from Zelda made of Star Bits, there's actually a couple of other references to fellow Nintendo games scattered throughout Mario Galaxy's stages. A planetoid in the Space Junk Galaxy is shaped like Captain Olimar's ship, the Dolphin from the Pikmin series, and a planetoid in the Boy Base Galaxy is shaped like a Pokeball from the Pokemon series. Another interesting secret is that there's a hidden toy train in the Toy Time Galaxy. It serves no purpose whatsoever, and it was likely just put there for the fun of it by the developers. One last secret for Mario Galaxy is that the voice of the boss character Major Burrows was provided by the game's level design director, Koichi Hayashida. And to wrap this entire thing up, we'll head on to the sequel of Super Mario Galaxy, well, Super Mario Galaxy 2. Super Mario Galaxy 2 reintroduced Yoshi as an important game mechanic. Once again, Mario's dinosaur pal was planned to appear in the first game in the series, but was saved for a later title, this time in order to keep the level design of Galaxy 1 more focused, since the spherical landforms and gravity shifts were completely new to any Mario game. Yoshi's house can be found in the World 1 stage, Sky Station Galaxy. If you select the first mission and go up to Yoshi's house, there will be a sign on the front that reads, "Hello friend, please go around the back, Yoshi." But if you then quit the level and then select the third mission, the sign will then read the same message, but instead signed Yoshi the Space Dragon. Yoshi wasn't the only classic Mario element that was brought back for the game, as a few stages directly reference other games in the series. Starshine Beach Galaxy contains many elements of Isle Delfino from Super Mario Sunshine, including Piantas. There's also the Twisty Trials Galaxy, which is an almost identical remake of the Secret of Rico Tower missions from Super Mario Sunshine. And of course, there's Throwback Galaxy, a replica of the Whomp's Fortress stage from Super Mario 64. It even has a word-for-word recreation of King Whomp's dialogue from his boss battle at the top of the fortress. The dialogue for Lubba changes when given certain situations. Playing the game early in the morning will make Lubba's speech bubble say, "So sleepy." He also says to Mario, "Geez, it's kind of early, isn't it? I feel so sleepy." If you approach Lubba with exactly 77 power stars, he'll say, "Hey, you have 77 power stars. How lucky." Similarly, if you approach Lubba with 9,999 star bits, he'll say, "What happens when you get 9,999 star bits? Something nice, I bet." And lastly, one of the more infamous and slightly creepy Easter eggs in this game are a group of strange alien-like figures found in the Shiverburn Galaxy. The cliffs in this area are pre-rendered, making it impossible to get closer to them, and the textures are labeled as Hell Valley Skytree, associated with the sky model Beyond Hell Valley Sky. A section of the Grand Master Galaxy also features this texture. These figures can't be reached by hacking either, as they're rendered at a fixed distance from the player. What's strange though is that the figures resemble a Kodama, a spirit from Japanese folklore said to live in certain trees on mountains, and chopping down a tree that houses a Kodama is said to bring bad luck. The figures do appear high up and share similar features with the Kodama, giving more weight to this idea. Thank you so much for watching, and please let us know if we've missed any Easter eggs. Now, I do regret to say, guys, that I'm afraid that is all the time we have for with the main series Mario title Easter egg hunting series. So if you've watched from part 1, thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said earlier, please leave a comment if we've missed any Easter eggs ourselves, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I hope you did. It was really, really fun to do, and well, here's to the next Easter egg hunting, I suppose. But either way, thanks so much for watching, guys, and if you want to see more of what I do on my channel, then you can click on the link on the video right now to take you to my latest top 20 list. I count down my top 20 favorite PS1 video game soundtracks, so that's gonna be a ball, I suppose.